Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a showcase of every Marvel movie I own from the MCU, so from Iron Man to now. I'm going to start with the 3 spin-offs, the 3 MCU movies that I have, but I don't have a sequel or any of the previous films, so they're just the solo films I have. Then we'll go into Iron Man, Captain America, Ant-Man 4, and then, you know what the last one's going to be. So, with that being said, let's get started. First one, Spider-Man No Way Home. I enjoy this movie. It's not my favorite Spider-Man movie. I still think the first 2 Sam Raimi films are better. But I don't mind this movie. Not my favorite MCU movie either, as it says right there, the best Marvel movie of all time. It's not even close. It's like just barely my top 10, but yeah, I have fun with this movie. It's not bad. Next one up, I know people hate this movie, Captain Marvel. I enjoyed this one. I've yet to see the Marvels or the sequel to this second film, but I have a good time with this one. I think it's a lot of fun. I think Brie Larson's actually very good in this role. I actually think she's better in this movie than she is in the Avengers, my opinion, but yeah, it's not that bad. I have a blast with this movie. Last one up, Black Panther. Now I know the sequel Wakanda Forever is on Blu-ray, but I've yet to pick it up. You can see. But the first one, I love this movie. I think it's one of the better MC films. I don't know why I want you shut. Hold up, guys. Give me a second. Shut. I demand it. Shut. Why won't you shut on me? Oh, you motherfucker. No, the case is not broken. Shut. Here we go. Finally got to shut up. Yeah, sorry about that. But Black Panther, I really enjoy. I don't hate it. Some people have gone dislike it. I don't. Next one we're gonna do Ant-Man. So we got the first Ant-Man movie. I'm high on this movie and I think everyone else. Everyone else doesn't. Most people say the Ant-Man trilogy is the weakest. I actually think it's the best trilogy of the MCU, maybe behind Captain America and Iron Man. But I have a blast with this movie. It's fun, it's entertaining. I actually watched this yesterday with my grandpa, because he had never seen it, and we both really enjoyed it. Ant-Man the Wasp, not as good as the first one. Hell of a lot better than Quantumania. You'll see that on when we do my top 10 favorite movies and top 5 worst movies of the year. You'll see that on that list. But this one, it's in the middle for me. And there's things I like about it, there's things I dislike about it. I actually think, I'll say this now, the poster up, which one do you prefer, the slipcover or non-slipcover poster, by the way? I actually think this is a much better than just having the 2, but I have to keep my slipcover on, or I lose my shit. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp, both very good. Fuck you, Quantumania. Next up, we're gonna get these knocked out of the way, because we're gonna get the 2 first out of the way, because we have 4. I have this one and the next one we're going to talk about, but the first one I really do like. I actually have a friend of mine who's actually massive into this movie. I think this is in his top 5 MC films, top 3 max. If I know of him, you know who you are if you watch my channel. He probably doesn't. But 4 I really enjoy. 4 is probably my least favorite Avenger, but he's also one of the funniest. I'll say that. And the second one, which is kind of funny because I own the 4K, is Dark World. I only own the first 2. I don't own Ragnarok or Love and Thunder. Ragnarok I'll buy, Love and Thunder can go suck my ass. What can I say about Dark World? I've given this movie 3 times. I watched it once back when it first came out on Blu-ray and DVD and all that shit. Hated it. Never watched it again. Watched it before watching Thor Love and Thunder. I actually didn't mind it. Didn't hate it. And then I watched it this year when I bought the 4K. I watched it, and it's like changed. I don't know if it was what mood I was, but I actually really enjoyed this, and I like this more than Love and Thunder. I'm sorry, I do. At least this movie's actually fucking serious and not comedy, but it's not memorable either. Okay, so those are it. We'll go into Captain America next, because he's my second favorite Avenger. We got the first Avenger. Easily the weakest of the 3, but still very good. I'm not as massive a fan of this movie as some people are. Some people have this in like very high in their ranking. I have it in my 20s, but not in my top 15 at all. But I get why people like it, and I have fun with it. It's a fun movie. But you know what's even better? Winter Soldier. This might be my favorite MCU movie. I've watched this movie 4 or 5 times this year. I love this movie. I have no negatives. I'm hoping to buy the Blu-ray. I'll get the Blu-ray for this. This movie, it's just, fucking great action movie. It's top notch. Top notch. Then we have Civil War. It's a big part of shit. Civil War is really good. This is easy top 5 for me. It's not as good as Winter Soldier just because I don't really think... What can I say about this movie? It's entertaining, but it's not a top 3, top 2 Marvel movie anymore. If I could, I probably would even have this above Infinity War. But yeah, for me, it is easily not as good as Winter Soldier. But it's a really good movie. I still enjoy it. Next one up, sorry about that. We got the Iron Man trilogy, all on Blu-ray. Yes, so we got Iron Man. What can I say about Iron Man? This man right here, this man right there, Robert Downey Jr. He saves this movie. He saved it. This movie was gonna. I had no interest in seeing this movie. I actually didn't see this movie for a very long time. Same with Dark Knight. And I remember whenever. This would have been back in 2012. Whenever the Avengers came out, I saw the previews and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch that. So I watched this. This was the first MCU film I think I ever saw. Because I didn't see Avengers, I didn't see anything else. I watched Iron Man. From the first time I saw this to now, I have always loved this movie. I went out and brought the Blu-ray, obviously. Got a bit of a stick of it, but so what? This movie, I fucking adore it. Iron Man 2, not as good as the first one, but I really enjoy it. I think it's one of the better. I'll say this now, I'll say this now for 3 of these films. I'll even say for 3. 2 and 3 people are you either got love or hate films with these 2 films. Many people hate it, many people love it, or love, hate, love, whatever you want to call it. I enjoy all 3 of these films. I do think the second one's a little bit better than the third one, just because I think the villain's a little bit better. But if we were talking straight up just entertainment-wise, then Iron Man 3 takes the cake out of the 2 sequels. But I don't hate Iron Man 2 as much as some people. Some people put this as like the worst MCU film or bottom of the barrel. For me, it's easily up there for one of the better. If I had to rank every MCU film sequels besides the Avengers, this is probably my top 5. Like, I have a... It's up there. I enjoy this one. Same with Iron Man 3. I don't really have many criticisms against those films, just that they're not as good as one. Now we're at the Avengers. The Avengers. My least favorite Avengers movie, and actually one of my least favorite MCU films. But it's still a very good movie. You know, the MCU has been pretty high at that time. After Phase 3 ended, then that's when the MCU went to shit. But of those films, I would say this is one of the weaker ones, but still a very fucking great film. Avengers Age of Ultron. I actually just finished watching this maybe 20 minutes ago. I enjoyed this one a hell of a lot more than the first one. I think it's better than the first one. I think I'm gonna say this now, I might get controversial. I think Ultron's better than Loki. Personally, I think Ultron right up here is better than Loki in the Avengers. Sorry, I do. I have no real negatives of this movie. I don't. I sat there watching and I was just like, this is still good. Then we have Infinity War. Which, what can I say? What can I say about these 2 films? What can you say? Tell me now. Is there anything you could say about these movies? No. They're both perfect. I do think Endgame's... I'll say this now. If we're talking, like, what's a better movie in general, I would say Infinity was a lot better than Endgame, but Endgame's a hell of a lot it was made for the cinemas. I saw this in cinemas, opening night, me and my auntie, and we both just looked at each other and shocked from when we came out. This movie is a fucking masterpiece. If I can give it anything above a 5, I will. I fucking adore Endgame. So for me, that's every MCU film I have, either on Blu-ray, DVD. Thanks so much for watching. I'll probably will do an update when I get more, but who knows. Thank you.